going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we are going to be grading some cards. So I have a few cards laid out here, and we are going to be sending a couple to a new grading company, and then I'm actually going to send a couple cards to a grading company who I actually previously said that I was done with, would not be sending them any more cards, and I'm sure you guys could guess who that is. But that is HGA. So I've been seeing a lot of comments saying I should give HGA another try. A lot of people out there are happy with what they've been doing. I think they've gotten their turnaround times under control. So I figure why not? I'll give them another try. My main gripe with HGA was always just how tough they grade their cards. I sent them a lot of cards that I knew were in really good shape. If I sent to PSA or SGC, I know they would get 10s, especially seeing some of my recent SGC returns where some of my returns I'm going like 70 or 80% on 10s, and that was my main concern with HGA, was just how hard they were grading their cards. I said all along I love the look of their slabs. Honestly, the feel of the slab just feels in hand super premium. Probably my favorite slab on the market is HGA, but I just didn't want to send them my cards and get 9s across the board, and then there's no resale value. So I would send HGA cards that I knew had issues. I just wanted to have them in their slab. Those would get 9s, and then I would send them cards that I thought were in really good shape, should get a 9, 5, or 10, and those would also get 9s. And it just didn't make any sense to me how almost any card I sent to them got a 9. So I figured I'm gonna give them another shot. I found 2 cards that I think are in really good shape, could not really find hardly any flaws with. So I'm going to show you guys those cards here in a second. And then the other company I'm going to send to is Transparent Grading Team, and I recently showed a slab that they sent me in the mail, and honestly when they sent that, they didn't really give me any information on their company. I didn't do a ton of research. I just showed their slab on the channel and asked for your guys' feedback. Now after that I learned that you can actually go on their website, and that's where the whole transparent thing comes from. You go on their website, and after your card is graded, you can actually see scans of your card and see why it got the grade that it did. So even with HGA, they do show the subgrades on the card, but if a surface gets a 9 or an 8.5, you're still like, okay, where's the issue? So subgrades are great. It kind of gives you an idea of why your card graded what it did, but there's still a little bit of guesswork, like, okay, where exactly is the issue? Whereas the Transparent Grading Team will actually show you scans of your card and show you where the issue was, which is incredible. That is a game changer in my opinion. No other grading company is doing that. Now the only issue with that is I could see that really kind of slowing them down. If they do get a lot of cards sent to them, to be able to do multiple scans of every card and show each issue, that could really be time consuming. So we'll see what happens there, but I'm actually going to pull up my computer and take you guys through the whole submission process with Transparent Grading Team, because I've never done that before. I'm sure most of you guys are pretty familiar with the HGA process, so I've actually already done that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what cards I'm actually sending these companies. So real quick, I did just want to show this one, this Musiala. I think I'm actually going to send this one to SGC, because I did already send the Topps Finest Musiala and it got a pristine 10. And when I was searching for cards that I wanted to be in really good shape to send to HGA, honestly, I think this one has a legit shot at another pristine. And I just want to send it to SGC just so I could potentially have 2 Musialas that are both pristines. I could not find a single issue. There are no surface flaws, corners, edges, everything is impeccable. The only thing I am concerned about is the centering. There are no clear defined borders. All right, guys, I do apologize about that. My phone actually ran out of memory, so I got cut off there. But I was just saying that the only thing I am concerned about on these Topps Chrome Stadium Club cards is the centering, because there are no clearly defined borders. So I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be looking at as far as centering goes. But other than that, everything looks to be in really good shape. So fingers crossed for a pristine, but just wanted to show that one real quick. I'm gonna send that to SGC, and now we will get into the cards that I'm sending to HGA. And I do also want to mention that I'm actually sending these cards to HGA at 2-day turnaround time, which is $75 per card. So definitely leave this video a like, comment, whatever you got to do. I would really appreciate it. I'm basically sending these cards at the quickest turnaround time just to get them back super quick and provide you guys with some content. I do want to provide you guys with another potential option for grading. And yeah, so first card we are going to send is a Jordan Wara. This is out of Court Kings. This is the level 1. So, again, both of these cards I'm sending to HGA, 100% not worth sending at 2-day turnaround time. Again, it's just for the content for you guys to enjoy and hopefully get these back fairly quickly. And, kind of along the same lines as it not being worth it, I do want to mention, HGA is relatively new, transparent grading team, brand new. Honestly, in my opinion, on a lot of these new grading companies, I would definitely not be sending them cards to increase the value. If you like the slabs, you like the cases, you like the way they look, feel free to go ahead and send your cards. But if you're wanting to send your cards to increase the value, personally, I'm only sending to PSA, Beckett, and SGC to increase the value. Now, I've said all along, I really do like the HGA slabs, which they also recently offered where you can just get your card slabbed and not graded. And I think that they hit the nail on the head there. I do think there is value in that because you can get your card in a really nice slab with a nice label and just have it not graded. That way it's protected forever. And I think that is an awesome idea. So that's just my opinion. If you like these slabs, go ahead and send them. But as far as, increasing the value, who knows what could happen, 2-3 years down the road. Maybe people fall in love with the transparent grading idea where you can see the scans and the value takes off. But as of right now, if you want to, increase the value on your cards by grading them, just stick with the big 3. That's my opinion. So first up, we are sending the Jordan Wara, and then next up, we are sending the Mason Mount. This one, again, is out of Top Stadium Club Chrome. This one is numbered to 150, and I could find absolutely nothing wrong with this card. If this one comes back in HGA 9, I'm going to be very upset because this card is just about as perfect as the Musiala. So, we'll see what happens, but I thought these two cards were in really good shape. So I'm hoping for at least 9.5s on those. So those two are going to HGA. And now, real quick, I'll mention the cards that we are going to send to Transparent, and then I'll bring my computer up and show you guys the process of sending. And then we will continue the video when we get both of these submissions back. So again, same thing I am sending to HGA. We're going to compare these. I thought these two cards were identical. Typically with these Court Kings cards, they're not the chrome finish, so you don't have to worry about as many surface issues. It's more so the corners and edges on these. And again, this one's kind of tough also with centering because there's no clear defined borders. So not really sure what they're going to look at for centering, but the corners, edges, everything like that looked really good on both of these. So one's going to go HGA, one's going to go Transparent. And then this one, there is actually a minor flaw, and I just wanted to send one that was in good shape, but there was an issue because I want to see if Transparent picks it up and if they show it in the scan. So everything on the card looks really good other than this bottom left corner, and I doubt you're going to be able to pick it up on camera, but it has a little bit of a soft left bottom corner. So that is the only issue I could find with the card, and I just wanted to send one again with a little bit of a flaw to see if they do pick it up and if they show it on the scan. So those are the two going to Transparent. And now I'll go ahead and bring up my laptop and we will go through the whole submission process. And then, again, once these come back, I will pick the video back up again. So we are here on the Transparent Grading Team website. So I just want to kind of walk you through some of the, the different pages on the website. So, this is the main page, the industry's first fully transparent collectible card grading service. You see what we see. They do have different labels that you can choose, and that's something I wasn't a huge fan of when they did send me the card to review in the mail. I thought their labels were extremely busy. I think HGA has really done the best job, of the new grading companies with the labels. It still has like, there's a lot going on the labels, but it's still very clean and easy to read, which that's something, Revolution, Pure Graded X, and Transparent, some of the other newer companies, I don't think they have gotten down quite as good as HGA. The labels are very busy and the text can be very difficult to read on some of them. So honestly, I'm probably gonna go over here and do the base label. I think this looks the cleanest, easiest to read. So those are probably gonna be the two that I go with, on the cards that I'm sending, but they do have the explosion, the smoke, and you can do custom labels as well, just like HGA. So real quick, I don't want to spend too much time going over this. If you guys are interested, you guys see the website on the screen. You can definitely feel free to head over there and kind of explore. But the way that you submit cards, you actually go to the shop tab, and I also want to bring up their Instagram on my phone because I think they did actually post a discount code. So I want to bring that up real quick. Now I'm sure it will expire by the time this video goes up, but the promo code is TGTDAL, and I believe that is like 10 or 20% off. So we'll see. But you go to shop if you want to submit cards, and they do where you can like submit in packages. Now I believe what I want is just this single card submission right here. So this is going to be prospect level, and it is a single card submission at $20 per card. Honestly, in my opinion, I think these new guys, Transparent, Revolution, Pure Graded, I think for the single card submission, they really need to be around like $12 to $15. $20 for a brand new company is a little bit steep in my opinion, especially when the turnaround, I think their advertised turnaround is like 30 days or somewhere in there. Now I did reach out to them and they said it's currently a lot quicker than that. I don't think they're really getting a ton of submissions right now, but $20 for a 30-day turnaround time for a brand new company is a little steep for me. But let's click on this and see where that takes us and kind of see how we enter in all of our information. So $20, they have 494 in stock, so I guess they do have a certain amount of slots just like HGA does. Yeah, so standard sub, 25 per card, 30 to 35 business days. Again, they did say that's a lot quicker right now. So number of cards, we're actually going to do 2. And then we'll go ahead and enter in our information, and I'll pause this, and once we have all that entered, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is actually the first issue I'm running into. I have both of the cards entered, and I'm going to the label over here, and again, I'm trying to do the base label. It let me click on the base label for the top card, so you can pick base label white or base label black. I'm trying to do that for the bottom card, and it's not available for some reason. I have no idea why, so I guess I'm just gonna do explosion and maybe like contact them on Instagram and let them know that. But that's the first issue I'm running into, so just wanted to include that. Brand new company, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of issues that they're gonna have to work through. Have a coupon, definitely want to enter that, so let's do TGTDAL, apply, and let's see what that gave us. So coupon, it removed 0, so I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe that was already removed since the normal price is 25 and it's down to 20. Maybe it just automatically took it off. I didn't even have to do that. I don't know. But yeah, again, I'm gonna go ahead and enter in all my personal information, and then once all this is good to go, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I was just able to check out, and now I'm not really sure what to do. It says, thanks for your payment, your transaction has been completed, and it sent me a receipt, go to PayPal, blah, blah, blah. So it was $47.67 for the submission, because it charged $7 for, I guess, return shipping. So as you can see, there's my order number, and I don't want to scroll too low because it does have my address on here, but there's the details in the order, but it doesn't really tell me, where am I supposed to ship the cards to, and what am I supposed to print out. So You know, definitely TGT, when you guys are watching this, definitely make it more clear. You know, I'll have to go back and do some exploring after this, but definitely make it more clear, you know, what people do after they check out. So that's going to do it for this portion of the video. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. We're going to figure out, you know, where to send these, get these all packaged up and shipped out to HGA and TGT. And I will check back in when we receive the graded cards back. So stay tuned. All right, guys, and we are back. So I am super excited to get in these packages. As you can see, we do have the package on the right there from TGT, and then the white box on the left is from HGA. So I have been sitting on that one for a while. HGA was definitely a lot quicker, but again, I did pay up on that one. I paid for 2-day service, so it came back quite a bit faster than TGT. And I do have to apologize. The first portion of the video was probably recorded like 2 weeks ago or so, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And I did actually delete the face cam footage for the first portion of the video to make room for other videos. And you know, so I apologize about that. That was a complete accident. But we're not gonna have face cam for the first part of the video, which I'm sure you guys are aware of by now. But anyway, before we do get into the packages, I just wanted to break down the timelines for each service and company. So for hybrid, again, these were sent at 2-day. So the order was submitted on August 23rd. They sent me an email saying they received the package on August 26th. They were scanned the same day on the 26th, and then they were graded the next day on the 27th. Labels were printed that same day on the 27th, but then they did not actually ship until the 31st. So the 27th was a Friday, and then they shipped that next Tuesday on the 31st, and then they were delivered to me the next day on September 1st. So the entire timeline, including shipping, was August 23rd through September 1st. And now for transparent, again, their advertised time is 30 to 35 business days. So same thing, I ordered the submission on August 23rd. They sent me an email saying they received the cards on the 25th. I got another email on the 30th saying they were in process. And then I got another email that same day on the 30th saying that the grading was completed. So I was like, wow, that's incredibly fast. Typically when companies are done with grading, it is going to be very, very quick after that. So it's kind of interesting that the email they sent me said that I might actually throw up a screenshot. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said your order is completed grading, labels, and slabbing. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. I should be getting these back in a few days. So a couple days go by, I don't hear anything. So I reach out on Instagram and I was like, hey, I noticed the cards were done being graded. You know, how long does it typically take to ship after that? And he said that they actually hadn't been slabbed yet. I think so. They were done being graded, but then they were in the slabbing process, which that's not what the email said. So again, that's another little bug or hiccup they need to definitely look at, because the email definitely said it was done being slabbed. So they said it should be another like 7 to 10 days. So it ended up shipping out on September 10th, and then they were delivered the very next day, September 11th. So the total time process was the August 23rd through September 11th. So it took 10 days longer than HGA, which is definitely not bad. But I'm not really sure why it took so long. Once they were done being graded, I feel like, typically with all the grading companies, the grading process is the longest. Once they're done being graded, should be a couple days. I'm not really sure why it took so long after that. But again, for a 30-day advertised turnaround, can't really complain. That was very, very, very fast. So just wanted to give you guys a breakdown of the timeline, and now we will get into the cards. So I'm actually gonna save transparent for last because I do wanna pull up the scans of the card as well. So once after I show the cards, I'm gonna pull the computer up and then we will show the scans to, see what they were able to pick up. So let's go with HGA first. I'm gonna scoot that off to the side, and I might actually open this off camera real quick. So I do not know what these grades are from either company, so this should definitely be fun. One of the very few blind reveals on the channel. And again, the cards I sent to HGA I thought were in really, really good shape. And I do also want to mention, before I look at these grades, I have been seeing a few more 9.5s here recently. I don't know if they're getting a little bit more lenient, if, I don't know, people are sending cards in better condition. But I have noticed more 9.5s on the market here recently, so we'll see what we have. And the first card, I didn't see the grade. Ooh, I did see the second card, so it's just kind of in there facing up, so can't really do a blind reveal there. All right, so we'll go ahead and show this card. The first card, I did see the grade. So again, this was a Mason mount out of Stadium Club Chrome. This one was numbered to 150, and let's go ahead and flip this over. And I did see it got a 9.5, and man, I gotta give it to HGA. This the slab and the label just looks incredible. So I'm very happy that this did get a 9.5, and it actually got a true. So it got 4 9.5s. This is actually a true gem, which you know, I think this is the first true gem I've ever gotten from HGA. So again, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I have seen more 9.5s. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. But you know, again, when I sent this card in, I could find absolutely nothing wrong with it. Honestly, if I sent this to SGC, I am 100% sure it would get a 10. But you know, again, with a 9.5 with HGA is basically a 10 with some of the other companies. So very, very cool looking card. Mason mount 9.5. I mean, that just looks incredible. So very cool one there. And then this one I did not see through the bubble wrap. This one, you know, again, was the Jordan Wara out of Court Kings. And let's see what we got. 9.5. So we went 2 for 2. And this one, wow, True Gem Plus. Wow, so we got a True Gem and a True Gem Plus. And this one looks really good too. So I do like that they actually matched the different shades of green. So you can see the green on this one definitely matches this card really well. And then the darker green over here matches the Bucks green. So that looks really, really nice. So starting off really, really good with HGA, 2 9.5s. Wow, who would have thought? All right, so very happy with that. Those cards look amazing. And now let's get into transparent and see what our cards are looking like over here. Again, I'm gonna take this off camera real quick. And I do have to give it to both companies. I think I live fairly close to both companies, but literally shipping took 1 day for each company. So shipping was very, very fast. So this does say top here. I do like that. Kind of gives you the ability to do a blind reveal here. Looks like we do have, I think, an order form. So let's take this off camera. Okay, so this is just a little advertisement there. So show that on there. And okay, so we're gonna start with the Jordan Wara. I believe on this one I did the basic white label. Basic white girl label. So Jordan Wara, again, out of Court King, same thing as the HGA. So we're gonna flip this around and then we're gonna compare the two. And 9.5, okay, nice. So this one got a 9 on corners, so, and then a 10 on surface. So yeah, both of these are exactly what I expected. So you guys be the judge. I think both look very, very nice. Honestly, in my opinion, I think HGA probably looks a little bit better, but you know, transparent, you know, no complaints at all. I think it looks really, really nice. Honestly, the basic black label might have been a little bit cleaner on that one, but I like the white too. Actually, you know what? The white with the white jersey, that might actually look better. So no complaints there. I like that card a lot. 9.5, and then let's see if we can go 4 for 4 here. Now again, this one should be I think it was Jadon Sancho, and there was a little bit of a bottom left corner. So I am very, very interested to see if it picks it up in the grade and the scan. So let's go ahead and open this one. And that's the back there, so I actually did not see the grade yet. All right, now, I did mention earlier in the video, I was gonna try to reach out to them and change the label because it wouldn't let me do the base label, but I just left it as is. I kind of thought, you know, I'll just go ahead and see what the explosion looks like. It might look really good, especially with the card that I sent, so I just left it as it was. So let's see what we have here. A 10. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, so corners got a 9.5, and then we got 10 and 10 on surface and edges. So, okay, so that's interesting too. So I guess if you get 2 subgrades, 2 of each, they just round up, which is nice. I do like that. So, and I think HGA is the same way. So we got 2 10s and 2 9.5s, and that's interesting that the corners got a 9.5. Now again, it was very, very minor. I don't know if the camera, yeah, I mean, I can see it. The bottom left corner, it is a little soft there. I mean, it's very, very minor. So honestly, a 9.5 might be accurate. But I do want to pull up the scans on their website and see if the scan was able to pick that up. And then let's see what the Jordan Wara got. So it got a 9 on corner. So I want to see what it picked up on that as well. So yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. Again, I'm going to pull up the computer here in a second. We're going to look at the scans. But as far as, you know, looking at the cards and the grades, that is going to do it. So very, very successful submission. I am very happy with that. I'm a little surprised on the Sancho that it did get a 10, but we're going to check that out here in a minute. And yeah, stay tuned for the scans, guys. All right, guys, so we are here on the Transparent Grading Team website, and this is where you can see your scans of the card. So what you're gonna do is go up here to Pop Report, which I'm already on that page, and then you are just gonna scroll down and find your card, which if you have just gotten your cards back, it's probably gonna be at the very bottom of the list. So we're gonna see if we can find the Jordan Wara and the Sancho. So let's scroll on down here. Again, should be at the bottom. Let's see. Coro, let's see. Okay, there it is. So Jordan Wara and Jadon Sancho. So what you're gonna do is just click on the grade here. I'm very, very curious about this Sancho. So let's click on that. And it should bring up our scans. And there we go. So let's open this first picture up. So this is gonna take you to a Google Drive. And actually, I think for the scan, so the first 2 are actually just gonna be centering, and then there's the back of the card, and then over here, let's check out number 4. Oh, wow, okay, so they did actually pick it up. So as you can see, there is a circle around the bottom left corner, and I guess that they thought that it was minor enough to still get a 9.5, so I'm very impressed. I am impressed that they picked that up and actually showed that because when I saw the 10, I was like, okay, maybe they didn't actually see that corner. So that is a very, very good thing that they actually did pick that up. And then let's see, this is like an infrared scan. That's the back of the card. So, you know, doesn't show any issues. So I guess the infrared might be for like the surface. And then we'll show the front of the card as well, and doesn't show any issues. So very cool. I am very impressed that the scans were able to pick up that bottom left corner. And now let's go back and check out the Jordan Wara, because this one, let me pull up the Wara. It did get a 9 on corners. So let's see what it picked up on the Wara. Let the pictures load here. So again, the first 2 I believe are going to be centering, and then we'll go to the 4th one. And okay, so and you can actually see a little bit of white on that bottom right corner in the scan, and I do actually see that now. Wow. Okay, so there is a little hint of white on the bottom left, and then a little bit more on the bottom right, and you can definitely see that. So man, that is super impressive, because again, you know, as I mentioned earlier, I think subgrades are great. It kind of gives you an idea of what's the issue is, but especially like on the surface, if the surface gets an 8.5 or a 9, then you kind of, you know, you have to look and be like, okay, so where exactly is the issue? But this is incredible that it actually shows you what it picked up, what it saw. So I'm a big fan of that. This is a game changer in my opinion. Very, very cool. So that's pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and show you guys the scans and show you guys what it was able to pick up, which it was spot on. Again, you know, when I first showed the Sancho card, the only thing I saw was that bottom left corner, and that is what it picked up. So very, very cool. I am impressed, TGT. Very, very good job. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you soon.